Man, y'all, we got a wonderful show for y'all today, man. We coming to y'all to give y'all some news that you can use, man. Before we get started, though, man, I just want to let y'all know about this Down in Texas magazine. Y'all be on the lookout for it, man. Your very own Political Street Talk will be in there, man. And it got all the latest rappers, everybody advertising and stuff. Good quality, everything, man. Y'all can hit up Benjamin Harkins, man. Man, y'all, man, them technical difficulties, boy, be on our neck, man. Like I was saying, man, today, y'all, we got a wonderful show, man. We come to y'all with, man. We gonna give y'all some news that you can use, man. It's going down in a major way. But before we get started, man, I want to jump it out by showing y'all this Down in Texas magazine, man. You can hit up Benjamin Harkins. Get you an ad in the Down in Texas magazine. You will see in the next edition that Political Street Talk. It's in there and we jumping, y'all. We gonna sit this here, give our people a few minutes to come in there, man. I think while that's when I got fingerprints on. But yeah, there we go.
Much better.
But to the ones just tuning in, man, this Political Street Talk. We here to give y'all a show tonight, man. We coming with some great, wonderful guests. I'm excited, man. I know y'all is too. How you been, bro?
What's up, man? We're doing good, brother. Great action.
Man, I see you still going hard on that working out on that fitness journey, man.
Got to, bro.
I just want to let you know before we get rolling, man. I watched that interview, man, when you was talking about health, man. That's a lifestyle.
Yeah. It most definitely is.
It inspired me, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been back on my little workout journey. Not hard as you is, man, but I'm slow rolling, slow boogie, man. We gonna get to it, though.
A little bit at a time.
Yeah. To the people out there in the parliament that tune in every week to give us some shares and some views, man, we greatly thank you, man. We thank you a lot, man. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Miss Shaw, man, with Rumor Has a Podcast, man. We had one of the dopest interviews. If you really want to see us in our natural habitat, man.
Is that our first interview?
A Trill Talk.
Oh,
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
We were still, you know what I'm saying, feeling it out there.
Yeah. We're finding ourselves now, man.
Yeah,
Hey,
sure.
that was a wonderful interview, man. Shout out Miss Shaw, man, with Rumor Has a Podcast, man. That was a wonderful interview, bro.
Yeah.
I left from
the
there,
brother,
man.
what's his name? Ant or Art?
Art Paul.
Yeah, shout out to Art too, man. That was a good. They were great hosts, man.
Man, hey, that's an interview, bro, that I watched myself about 4 times, man. I was like, man, this is dope, man. We been needing this, bro.
Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, too. I got on my boy Jordan Merch, man. Y'all check him out, man. Jordan Dickinson, man. Y'all hit him up too, man. Hey, that right there is one of them Henderson, Texas famous people. You know what I'm saying? It's going down out there, man. Y'all tap in with Jordan, man. Right now, we just rapping, trying to give our followers a few minutes to come in here. So if you would, give us a share, please. We're trying to reach as many people as we can. Y'all, we jumping in the studio today, y'all, man. I want y'all to know we have Miss Jean Williams on set. We got Reverend Johnny Johnson on set. We got some special guests, man. Political Street Talk added a new member today as well. It's going up, man. I can't do nothing but say glory to God, man. You know what I'm saying? It's going up in the right way, man. It's going down, man. But how was your weekend, bro?
I'm trying to think what interesting happened this week. And it was good.
It was good.
I can't really think of, man. It was good. I can't remember what I did this weekend. Oh, I do know what happened this weekend. Something that won't happen next weekend. I'm not going to be in Shreveport, I'm telling you that.
What happened down there?
Boy, I got my head smashed down there in Shreveport, boy.
You down there gambling, huh?
Yeah, I knew
Okay,
better.
ain't nothing going on in Shreveport but some
better.
gambling.
I knew better. I knew better.
But once again, to the people in the parliament, man, we thank y'all. We cannot do this without you. Please give us a share. We're trying to reach as many people as we can. Here in a few minutes, when we get our numbers up, we're going to jump this off the right way, man. But y'all look forward to next Tuesday. Shout out to Political Street Talk Quita, man, hooking up with the Boys and Girls Club on our behalf, man. It's going down at the Boys and Girls Club. Come out there from 4 to 7, man. We're going to be out there with the kids. interacting and trying to do some great things in our community, man. We need y'all to come out and get involved. We also have my pastor here, Johnny Johnson. In my way, with me just talking, I say he the pastor for the streets, man, because he not afraid to get out and meet you in your element. Most pastors nowadays, man, feel like they too holy to come meet us where we at. You know what I'm saying? Like preaching to the people in the choir on Sundays.
That's not Jesus-like.
Hey, man, you already got them.
Jesus-like.
You got to meet the people where they at, man, if you really truly want to save lives and souls, man. So we got one of the realest to do it on set today. But where we at? We got a few people in there?
Yeah, but we got 15, man.
We got a few in there? Hey, y'all, we're going to go and jump it off like this. Well, I want to welcome y'all to another round of Political Street Talk with John Ross.
Billionaire Bar.
And Billionaire Bar, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, since we got two guests today, we're going to go ahead and jump right into our Her Agenda, brought to you today by Down in Texas Magazine. Y'all make sure y'all go out there and check that out, man. You know what I'm saying? It's going down in a major way. The next edition got Prez D and Rap Economics on the cover. So y'all be on the lookout for that, man. But the Her Agenda topic today, man, is dope. And it's a lot of people out there that's done been through this on some form or fashion in their life. Some admit it, some won't. But you got anything before we get into that segue, bro?
Let's kick it off.
Y'all, we going to jump straight on into the Her Agenda, man. Come on up here. We got Quita today. How you doing?
Good. How y'all doing?
All right.
You want us to stay or do we need?
Yeah, you stay on these y'all commentary today.
Okay.
Yeah.
How y'all doing?
We good. How you doing?
I'm good. Week almost over. But yeah. But again, hey y'all, I'm Quita. Welcome to my segment of Her Agenda on Political Street Talk. This Wednesday, our topic is domestic violence. October is also Domestic Violence Awareness Month, along with breast cancer. A lot of people don't express that, or some people don't know that. So here on Her Agenda, we bring y'all real topics about the black women, our black culture. We're here to educate, uplift, and empower our women as we go. So I just wanted to touch bases on that today. So black women are statistically the women that endure domestic violence the most.
Really?
Yeah.
I know white men beat their women too, but go ahead.
They do, but statistically, just going by the books, they say the black people experience it more than the white people, and the black people are more silent about it as opposed to the white people. I think one reason why black women don't discuss it because we always are taught to be strong. Keep it in your house. Don't go out and tell nobody. You know, y'all work it out. Y'all figure it out. And that's how that trauma comes in. That trauma builds in your kids. Your boys grow up thinking that's normal. They supposed to fight, this, that. And it's not just men that imply it to women. Women do it to men too. And I've seen that firsthand in life. I've seen some women knock their men out, two-piece them. Like, just straight put them down. But it's not healthy environment. A lot of the women, they stay silent because we just naturally as black women, we're supposed to be strong. We're supposed to just take that. You know, you don't want to break up your household. Then a lot of women that I've just studied looking over the week, they don't want to call the police on their man anyway because they're scared of how the police will come in and do that.
They should never call the police on their man unless he beat you with a tie. Don't call the police on him, man. You're going to call the police on him, and then y'all going to be laid up the next week. You're going to go bond him out, leave, but don't call the police on him. They may come in and kill it, but go ahead.
But some women, they're not going to leave either. They'll just rather stay in it because they don't want to hear what Pauline got to say up the street. Oh, you know, he beat her head in or whatever. She wouldn't call the laws on him. They don't want that embarrassment because they don't want them to get their man. They don't want they this, but they'll never come out and say how it's really affecting them mentally. You know, how it's beating them down. You know, we just been taught to suck it up and just deal with it. I
don't know about that one, Quita. I don't know about nobody saying let your man kick your ass, just suck it up. Now, I don't know no black
I'm not saying just suck it up or whatever, but you know, you take it and then y'all go home and y'all lay down and y'all be back cool again. Not saying because you hit me, I'm gonna hit you back. I'm just being honest. You know what I'm
See,
saying?
but you can't
I'm
whoop
hit
no
you
man.
back. I can't whoop him, but you gonna feel my lick though.
You ain't gonna feel that.
I'm
You
gonna
gonna
pick
feel
up
it
something at
worse.
the same
You gonna-
time.
if it
I
gets
might
to be
feel it
like
worse,
that,
but I'm gonna feel
fine.
better mentally if I get my
Yo,
lick
I
back.
ain't. Yo, I'm gonna be swole.
I may not,
You ain't gonna
but-
be, y'all can't hide getting your ass whooped. You gonna
No,
have knots
no,
upside
no.
your head.
No, we
So-
can't hide it.
So
No,
again,
we can't.
when it comes to woman trying to fight a man, if it comes to that point, she should leave. It ain't no need to
But it ain't. I've been in that situation. You could be trying to go out that door. I have been there. You trying to go, and that man will still catch you
that's
and
that,
still bother you.
That's that. No, you are.
Yes.
If it ain't no man that's gonna keep bothering you. If it's to that point right there, that's when you call the laws. Hey, man, I need a restraining order. But if he bothering you, it's because you feeding into it some kind of way. If a man whooping your ass,
I can't
and
say that.
If a man been whooping your ass and continuously whooping your ass, and you still there to get your ass whooped, you got to have some part in there too.
Yeah, I agree with
She
you.
like
there.
it, huh?
But
Hey,
I ain't
y'all.
gonna say she like it, but it's those factors that come into the play. You don't want to leave your household. He might be your breadwinner. He might be taking care of you. He giving you something that you need. So you're not gonna want to just leave.
Oh no,
you know?
no, that's you got to weigh your options because again,
Some
at
people
some
don't
point,
feel like they got no options. They don't have no family. They don't have nobody. When you get with somebody that's mentally abused you and isolated you from your family, made you feel like everybody is a traitor, nobody is this, you know, they don't love
Major
you.
manipulation. That's
Manipulation. So you don't feel like you got nowhere to go. You feel like you gotta stay there and you gotta put up with that.
And see,
So,
I agree. I don't want to cut you, but to agree with what you're saying, I know men that they want to try to cut you off from your family so they can put that strong arm down,
Yeah.
you know. But
Yeah.
those are the type of people you might need to get away from.
yeah, but when you don't know no better, or you don't have no some of us don't have family that's really gonna stick by you in your side like that. That's gonna tell you that's gonna help pull you away. She wanna stay over there and let that nigga knock upside the head. Hey, let her stay over there and let that nigga beat her up or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That they don't have enough strength to try to help you because they just don't. They won't, you know, because they pride is this high. Some people, sad to say, they want to see you fail.
Mhm.
That's what she gets. She thinks she out there. That's why that nigga knocking upside her head or he doing this, that, or whatever. Some people like to see you down like that.
That's
some
true.
some people like that. So it's not as easy to just jump up out of it. And then once you've been in there and you've experienced it, it becomes the normal for you. You know, you don't think it's not supposed to be any other kind of way. And most domestic violence people, they go back, just say 7 out of the 10 times that it happens
I agree.
before they finally
I
break
agree.
away.
That's why I don't get in when a man fight with his woman. I just stay out the way. Hey man,
See what I'm
y'all-
saying?
I ain't gonna come in. And,
You ain't helping.
huh?
You ain't
They
helping. That's
finna
the
jump
same
on me.
thing.
Shit, stay out
Well,
they
see,
business,
see,
man.
y'all. I think what she's
Yeah,
talking
man.
about is the down to the nutshell. It's awareness month, man. We have to cause awareness to this domestic violence. So whether she stay or she leave or he stay or he leave, y'all together, we need to address this as a race of people, man, because the domestic violence don't only affect the woman, it affects the kids. You know what I'm saying? It affects the whole family. So some kids are traumatized by growing up watching
Absolutely.
that type of stuff in their households, man. So we need to figure out a way that we can, like, I'm like, bro, like, I'm not finna jump in there because I know some dudes is gonna whoop their old ladies and their old ladies not going nowhere.
And if you see me and my old lady fight, you better mind your damn business. Stay out of my damn business.
See what
Straight
I'm
up.
saying?
I couldn't have said it no better. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie to
If you want to.
You right, you understand that, but then there's that one time that somebody might intervene, that could be that voice for that person. Hey, let me get up out of here. I'm out here getting embarrassed in public. This, that might be that one time that person get up and leave. Out of them 10 times, that your voice might be that one time. You may not have to go in and just like move. Hey, don't hit her, don't do this or whatever, but just speak out and then let that go on. And she might go home, pack her stuff, and get on out the door. So you may not have to physically do anything, but just verbally saying something can sometimes go a long way as well.
It's a
50-50 with that, boy. It's a 50-50. I mean, you can try to be a good, Samaritan. Yeah, but hey, man, stay out of my business.
Cause see, man, it's touchy because some of these dudes will kill the woman, kill you, and then kill themselves. You know what I'm saying?
And that's been a lot. And then they kill the kids too. They
boy,
kill the whole family because ain't nobody having it. It's some people out there really that live by if I can't have you, ain't nobody finna have you.
You mentioned it, and so did John, but one of the main issues is that when our children see this, we have our sons think that the only way to have a relationship with a woman is to beat her. And our daughters, they are seeing that as, well, if this man beat my mama and she still loving him, then I guess I'm supposed to love a man that whoop me too. Or, you know what I'm saying, if the child see the daddy beating the mama, it's like they take on these same traits and these same traumas and start to relive them too. So it's a dangerous thing that we do need to try to figure out some resolve. But people been whooping their woman ass forever.
Long time.
Yeah.
And again, just the back door. It's not always just the women getting beat on. It is some women that's out here beating on their men.
Abusive as hell.
They are abusive. Mentally, physically, verbally.
Hey, verbally,
everything.
Hey, boy, some of the words cut deep.
Hey, look,
some of the words cut deep.
That's why you end up with a knot on your head because you're damn mouth. Because some people think that it's not okay to hit a woman. I know that's unpopular belief that y'all will say, but it is never okay. Oh, let me ask you a question. Anybody in here believe it? I know y'all believe it. Anybody say you should never hit a woman?
In circumstance for me, I don't. Hopefully I got my sister or somebody around that.
I'm gonna say this. I have boys, and I tell my boys, don't hit no girl. You know what I'm saying? Don't. But if this little girl just keep putting her hands on you and you done told the teacher you done did what you had to do and she hit her.
So again,
I'm not encouraging, I'm not telling them that, but I do tell them, hey, do these steps first. And then if it still don't help and she still keep putting your hands on you or she then hit her back and then maybe she'll catch on.
So we need to have better conflict resolution skills.
Yeah.
Because,
all the way around.
Any type of abuse, whether it be verbal or physical, it's gonna probably end in something physical.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I don't advocate for men to beat women, but I'm not the person or the man that's gonna say I don't never hit no woman. Now sometimes you can earn that ass whooping. It's things that you can do as a woman to earn an ass whooping.
And I agree with him there because you could be in a man's face antagonizing him. You could be jumping, and like you were saying earlier, I know I can't whoop no man, and I have been wrong in some situations where I'm all in your face, this, that, and the third, and I done got buffed a couple of times. I done been there. I have done it. Like I have antagonized. Like I have been the instigator. But if you, like you said, if you put yourself in a situation, and I know I can't win, but I'm gonna get my lick in too. You know what I'm saying? And I don't encourage it for nobody, but it has been there. But as I've gotten older, I'm not going into that. I'm not doing all that with you.
Okay.
I'm just get on out the way.
Before we get in this parliament, hey, listen, y'all. I see some questions there, and I seen something that had me laughing over here. But to the people in the parliament, I want to thank you for your engagement, man. That means a lot to us here on Political Street Talk because that's what make this show go. So before we get into the parliament section, we are looking for some solution-based some solutions to these domestic violence problems, man. You know what I'm saying? So if you have some solutions or just some comments, please put them in the parliament here in the chat, and we're about to read some off and go back and forth. So, bro, I seen some. Talk to me.
Media LLC said I come from there. Mentally, I had to heal myself so my son wouldn't see that side of me. It's a generational curse within families. It took my mama 13 years, I think, to leave my dad. I agree. Everything you said, that was real. Rex Media also said, you right, they talking about you, Queen. Said they've seen it, so something that you were saying. Brene Riley said she's seen it too many times. We got Nigel Fibonacci. She say, how about having emotional intelligence and handle situations accordingly without domestic violence? In a perfect world, I agree we should, but emotional intelligence is kind of like common sense. It's not a very common thing to have. We don't all, but more people act more emotionally.
Yeah, they act
More
out
people are
emotions.
emotionally imbalanced or unsound than they are with emotional intelligence. So, Ty Jones say, he say verbally, Nico Jones say 3 strikes, your ass out of there.
1, 2, 3.
Nigel say, now you shouldn't hit a woman, however, protect yourself. Now you riding the fence now. what you riding the fence? You said don't hit her. Then you told me to protect myself.
I believe you shouldn't hit a woman. And I also believe a woman shouldn't hit you. So long as we both follow them guidelines, we're gonna be all right.
I remember specifically, the laws have changed. It was a time, I had an uncle told me, he whooped this woman, and when the police got there, he said, man, just don't hit her in her damn head next time. So it used not be you used to not go to the jail for domestic violence. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, you made a comment saying that domestic violence is worse in the black community. I would say those numbers have just been mixed up to make it seem that way, because white folks always whooping their damn woman. They just be able to get away with it a lot, but they not gonna really. They probably know the judge. They know somebody. They can get away with that shit, especially law enforcement.
But back to what you were saying. So, like, when the lawman would say, don't hit him in the head. Now, I have a family member. Man, when I tell y'all, we used to think it was fun as kids to help her whoop her nigga. Because that's what she was doing.
Toxicity.
What I'm saying,
it's the toxicity.
she was throwing oil on him when he was coming up the stairs. She was beating him with. Man, we went in there one day just playing in the kitchen. We mixed some sugar and green beans together and let it boil. We threw it when he was coming down the stairs.
That's
and
a
then
different type of
she
treachery.
called the laws on him.
She cooked some food.
Well, he called the laws on him. He called the laws on her. And when they got her, even after he had everything on him, he went to jail and she didn't.
Because they don't want to hear nothing the man got to say.
So the laws have changed now. Now I do know if it be both of y'all when they come out there, both of y'all going to jail. It ain't just him. It's going to be both of y'all going to jail.
I know a lot of abusive relationships. I know a lot of brothers that are in abusive relationships. And a lot of it is verbal. That woman that whoop your ass so much with her words just done took your whole manhood from you. And you have turned into a shell of a man. It's time to leave that woman, brother. She, I heard Mr. Farrakhan say some other day, he say, milk once sour, never sweet again. When it's done gone bad, a lot of times it ain't gonna never get right. I ain't never re-respected nobody. And your woman would not re-respect you, brother. Just let it go and start over. There's so many women out here that would love to have you. Let her go, walk away. Start over.
We got a few more comments.
Yes, sir. My bad. Justin say, when emotions are high, logic is low.
Facts.
Nigel say therapy. We all need some form of therapy, some form of counseling.
I got counseling going too, man. $99 an hour with John Ross, Political Street Talk. We sit down and talk about all your problems.
Kimberly Shed, she said, it's never okay to hit a woman. That's a lie. Man, if a woman sit there and spit on my daughter, she finna get her ass kicked. If a woman push my mama down, she getting her ass kicked. She spit in my face. Guess what's finna happen? It's not, you laying up and she holding your little baby and playing in your little baby in the bottom. Women are sick too. If women don't deserve to get their ass kicked sometimes, the penitentiary wouldn't be full of women either. So they have done something to warrant some type of corporal punishment. So I understand that I'm not the guy to say, let's whoop all our women. But to say, for a woman to think it's never okay for a man to put his hands on me, that gives her the right to, I'm going to say what I want to say. I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to do anything I want to do, and ain't nothing happen to me. You're lying to me. That's not how it works. So again, I'm not promoting hitting a woman, but I'm saying if we're going to really say that's never the right way, I disagree. And I'm never going to agree with that. And I'm gonna tell my daughter, don't ever try to get in a man's face and act like you can whoop him or act like you tough as he is. If it comes to that point, you need to get away from that man.
Yeah, I agree. And I agree with Naja that we do need therapy, but that falls back into black people to feel like they don't want to talk to nobody. They ain't finna go in there and tell these folks their problems and this, that, and the third, and they'll deal with it in their own way. And then that's how that trickle down with that trauma and those contentious problems you pass over to your kids. You never fully heal. You never take time to get yourself together for that. So I do agree with therapy. I agree with her on that 100%. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say this again, y'all. We together gonna have to find some solutions, because I understand that a lot of the situations with the man and the woman and that domestic violence, a lot of women go back, but their kids, when it's kids involved, man, that trauma that passed down through generations, man. So we have to learn to find some type of resolution for that. But we'll read a few more questions on this. Her Agenda, man, was brought to you today by Down in Texas Magazine. Y'all be on the lookout for that. But we going to have to slide into that next segment in a little bit. We read three more, yeah.
Rax Media say all these women talking about men shouldn't hit women. No one should be hitting anyone.
Facts.
That's the
that's what I said.
The truth of the matter. We shouldn't be resolved into physical contact. Renee Riley say respect one another and hands won't get thrown. I agree. Kathy Jones was just agreeing with Rax Media LLC, said you're absolutely right. And Nico Jones say, Nico said, so is it verbal abuse if you speaking the truth?
It's
Boy,
how
you
you
said
deliver
something
it. It's how you deliver it, because you could go in and you could wholeheartedly want to tell this person the truth. You know, you could go in, hey, I just want to say this because I'm trying to help you. I want to see you be better. I want to see you grow. And then you go, hey, nigga, you ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? It's how you deliver it. You can tell the truth, and you can say it in a polite and respectful way to get across to that person. And then you can go in there with anger and emotion, and you can deliver it all wrong. And when you go in there with that anger and emotion, then that person feed off of your energy. And then they finna get just as crunk as you is, probably times 10 or more. And then that's how it turns into it. That argument, that what could have been a simple communication or talking will turn into argument, and then it turns into getting physical, and then it turns into all that. And it's how you deliver it. I believe in that one. You can tell the truth, but it's how you put it out there.
Also, to that, it has to be a level of respect there, because it's not always how you deliver the message. Because again, if I say, the house is on fire, let's go, get out the house, y'all let me know. If I say, get your goddamn ass up, this house on fire, get up. So again, and then if you go to the military, they not in the military telling you, hey, get up, make your beds up. No, they talking, so again, we have to learn how to be emotionally, you know what I'm saying, we have to know when someone is speaking to us for our benefit of our good, and know the difference when someone is speaking to destroy you. Just because you don't like how I said it don't mean I'm not speaking to uplift you. You just didn't like my tone. Well, this was not a tone for me trying to be nice and sugarcoat shit. I'm saying what needs to be said, when it needs to be said, how it needs to be said. If you don't like it, stay in the house and burn up.
Like I tell my kids all the time, you got to learn how to control your emotions and everything. Because if you let somebody anger you, then they control you, and they got you. That's it. Then you out of there. So you learn how to control your emotions and hold that in. Because they powerful when they do that. They got you.
I tell y'all what, man, this right here seemed to be one hell of a topic.
Double back maybe next week.
No. We gonna do, y'all. We gonna get into our next segue of our show, man. We gonna bring up our special guest. We're gonna introduce Rev. We're gonna get into our topics. And we gonna relive this, because it seemed like y'all got some things to say. But y'all hold on, man. That Her Agenda was brought to you today by Down in Texas Magazine, man. You know what I'm saying? Any final words?
I will post in the comments how you can reach out. There's domestic violence hotline. You can text START to START START to 88788 if you need to get some help via text. If you can't talk on the phone, that is an option. But I will put some shelters down there, some phone numbers that you can call in the comments and everything like that as well. Speak up, don't stay in it. gone out the door. Whether you feel like you ain't got no help or nothing, it's a way out of it. It's a way out of it. I done had to start from rock bottom and not have nothing and come all the way back up. So it's doable. It's doable. I'm an example.
Talk about it.
And listen, y'all, she not gone. She just off the set before we can bring up our next guest. We're going to get through this because we coming back to this today. Political Street Talk going to have this thing jumping today. So if you just tuning in, that was her agenda brought to you by Political Street Talk. Quita is going down, man. The topic today was Domestic Violence Awareness Month. It's not only Breast Cancer Awareness Month, it's Domestic Violence Awareness Month as well. So if you would, though, we're going to slide into our next segue. Y'all, before she come up, I want to introduce her myself. We have the one and only Miss Jean Williams on our set. She about to come up here in just a second. But before she do, I just want to say a little something about this, y'all, because this is called Political Street Talk. And if we ain't talking about how politics affect the streets, then we up here just blowing smoke in the wind. We ain't talking about too much of nothing. But since we've been coming to y'all for over a year now, you know what I'm saying, talking about politics and how they affect our everyday life, man, we now have one of our very own local politicians, and they was brought to me where they said school board wasn't political. I don't know where the hell they got that from. Life is political. And today we have one that's been around, man. Her husband is a well-known minister. Reverend Jerry Williams, you know what I'm saying? The family, it's just a wonderful family, man. I happen to know these people. I don't know a lot about Miss Jean, but I've been knowing the family for years, you know what I'm saying? And these are wonderful people. So she's coming today, man, to talk to y'all about the school board, and she's asking for your vote. And if you rock with Political Street Talk and you in the Henderson area, which all roads lead to Henderson, get off your lazy behind and go vote. So with that being said, y'all, I want to introduce y'all to the one and only Miss Jean Williams. You come on up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good.
I like that shirt too. You think I can get one?
You can get one.
Already.
Yeah. What color you want?
White?
All right.
I want mine just like yours.
I just, your size, please, you don't get them to me, okay?
Bad.
I'll take care of it.
Already.
I'll take care of it. I'm just elated to be here.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Sit on this couch.
It really is an honor.
Between these two men.
And we going to tell y'all how much of an honor it is. We doing this one off the strength because it needs to be talked about. You know what I'm saying? So we couldn't ask for a better person to come up here and bless our presence. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to open up the floor to you to tell them a little bit about yourself.
Okay. First of all, I want to thank God for this opportunity.
Man.
Thank Him for my life, my health, and my strength. I want to thank these two young men. I especially want to thank her agenda for bringing up and you guys highlighting domestic violence.
Yes, ma'am.
I like that because we do need to talk about it. We do need solutions. We do need to find solutions because our children are precious.
Yeah, they watching.
They are. So thank you so much, guys, for this opportunity. I am a Rusk County born person. Community called Pine Hill, Texas. Over 60 years ago, and I don't mind telling my age because I'm very proud of that.
Before you go into Pine Hill, direct me what direction is Pine Hill?
Pine Hill, Rusk County, go down 79.
Okay. Toward
North.
Carthage?
Yeah, because
Okay.
that's south toward Carthage.
Mhm.
And there's a little sign that says Pine Hill about 10, 12 miles out. Take a right, take you right into Pine Hill.
Okay, I know exactly what it is. Okay.
Pine Hill, Texas, born and bred, right there. But we moved from there to Carthage. So yes, I am a Carthage graduate. Yeah, Carthage Bulldog. Don't hold that against me because you know what? I have served this community. I have served Henderson School District as a board member for 24 years. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
8 terms, 3-year terms. And I am seeking re-election to the board. My husband and I have 3 daughters. They're all Henderson graduates. They live away from Henderson. While they were here, they matriculated through school, involved in things, and had a good education. Whenever I first ran for the board, 24 years ago, it was a call. God called me to do this, and wasn't on my mind to do. I said, wait a minute, that's not on my bucket list, my agenda to do, school board, whatever. And I was told, well, just pray about it, because you don't know if you've been called for such a time as this. What they didn't know was that was one of my life verses at the time. Called for such a time as this. And within that weekend, that next 3 or 4 days, God just confirmed, yes, I need you on the board. Now, one thing about it, what he told me to do when I got on the board, go in, sit down, you have 2 ears, 1 mouth. Listen twice as much as you talk, because you need to learn. That's what I did. So, there we go.
So, why is it important that you get reelected?
So, I'm seeking re-election because of my passion for students learning. Right now, our students in our community are not where they need to be as a whole. Not everybody, but as a whole where we need to be. That is challenging in itself. Because what I want to know, and I asked John this a couple of weekends ago, I said, I want to know, you can't convince me that parents don't love their children. You can't convince me parents don't care about their children. But what I want to know is the disconnect comes from sometimes I have gotten statements back about, I clothe them, I feed them, I send them to school, I get their school supplies. It's your job to teach them. It's the school's job to teach them. I agree, but to a degree, but also it's your job as a parent to hold the school accountable to make sure that your child is learning what they need to learn. When I started and throughout the years, I said, you get involved in your child's education. You go talk to the teacher before you have to go talk to the teacher. That teacher should know you. They know you, they know your child. And I come from a family of educators. I actually have a degree in elementary education with a specialization in special ed. Some people don't know that. It's not important. Okay? What's important is, what are we doing for our children? What are parents doing? When we're asking you to listen to them read, that's not just talking, just be talking. That's because it's going to help the child. And if you need help with that, fine. I have offered to parents talk to me. I said, look, I don't mind helping. As a matter of fact, we have gone in the school and mentored students. We concentrated on Northside campus a couple of years ago. I've gone to middle school and helped mentor young ladies, because that's what we need in our community. Everybody needs help. There is no island. We are not islands. We help each other. So when you can tell me how to connect a parent saying, this is all I have to do, go to school and you teach them, where's your responsibility in making sure that the school is held accountable for your student learning? Because there are parents that are doing that. There are parents that are doing that. And if there are parents who don't know how to do that, I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you. I've had parents through the years tell me they don't want me at that school. I don't feel welcome at that school. So you know what? You go. And you take name and take notes. You don't have to go with a belligerent attitude. But you go. You take names. You take notes. And come back with information about that. But yeah, I'm passionate about this. Somebody told me about it.
We'll go back to that.
Okay.
But I want to ask a question too. How does your experience as a tenured school board member benefit Henderson ISD?
Great question. Great question. So my experience in anything, whenever there's someone who has knowledge about how things should be done, as opposed to coming off the hip or the cuff, or this is my opinion about it, there is procedures and protocols that need to be learned and followed. Okay? Sometimes people believe, well, I know what's best to be doing, and let's just do that. And all out of order. As a board member, governance is a key issue, is a key thing. And what is governance? That means that as a school board member, you have oversight. You set policy and procedure. You don't go out there and run it. You set it, and you allow your superintendent and his team to carry out the policy and procedure. Now, if that's not happening, then you hold superintendent accountable for that not happening. That's what the governance is. You just don't show up in a classroom all of a sudden. Well, hey, you know what? That's not what you need to be teaching or how you need to be teaching. No.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
To the people out there watching that might not know why it's important to vote for a school board member or any of that, what are some of the things that the school board actually do? Because a lot of people don't vote, and it's not because they don't want to know. It's they don't know the importance of why they should vote. Why? What's something that a school board that you can talk about? What's something that y'all do?
School board members set the direction of the district. School board members set budgets. School board members approve policy procedures. Something that came up, that came down through the legislators that we had to implement was a cell phone policy.
That was big.
Henderson actually had implemented a cell phone policy, not as stringent as what the state legislature said, because they said no phones during instructional time. Well, guess what? All day is instructional time.
True.
All day is instructional time. Our policy allowed students to have their phones out during like lunchtime or in between break and that kind of thing. But when the law came down, all that stopped. So the school board has to approve doing that. And then it's up to the administrators, teachers, and staff to carry out that policy. So those kind of things are important. That if something's happening in school or with your child and you got questions, you have questions about concerns, when you contact a board member, and it doesn't have to be me, it could be any board member, because we are here for all students. I'm here for all students.
Yes, ma'am.
For all students. You contact a board member. What I'm going to tell you, there is a chain of command. There's a protocol
Yes, ma'am.
that you need to follow. But understand, you don't have to stop at the first level. If you're not satisfied with what happened, go to the next level. So as a board, we're here to make sure that our students, that our community is a place where people want to come to.
Yes, ma'am.
I want to go back to that first question that you were elaborating on with John, and I heard echoes of you saying some of the parents don't feel welcome at the school, but you also said go meet these teachers before you have to meet these teachers. To me, that sounds like, as a community, it sounds like we don't have our priorities truly in order as it relates to the welfare of our children. Because if she didn't say this, I'm saying this from what I see though, that we don't put enough emphasis on going to the school and having demands and learning what our children are learning and who is teaching our children and what's actually going on.
You know, interestingly enough, as I've been campaigning, talking to you, I ran across someone that was one of my youngest daughter's classmates in middle school, and I said, I remember there was a certain teacher that every day you got put out of class. Every day. You know, when child would come home, I said, okay, what? She got put out again. I said, what? She said, no, I just, and she kind of, took, yeah, I remember that. Said, I was kind of bad then. I was kind of upset, but no, I said, but there was a reason why. See, why don't we get down to the reason why? I encountered that with some of my children. That, one came home one day and said, I just walked away from a teacher. The teacher was talking. I said, whoa, wait a minute. That's not good. Why did you do that? Because just like you were talking to me and you don't want to hear what I had to say, you got to stand there and listen to it and pretend you're listening. That's what's expected of you from that teacher. And then when you come home, then I go and handle that kind of thing to find out what's going on. So get to the bottom of, if students having some issues, get to the bottom of what's going on. For the most part, children like to go to school, but they want to be loved, they want to be respected, They want to know that people care about them. So if that's not happening, why? And find out why. Why?
I can piggyback off what Bar is saying. I believe you should go to the school and let the teacher see that you are active and involved in your kid's life, because now the teacher got something to think about when they're getting ready to do something. Like if it's a kid, like I've been in schools and eating lunch with my kids and coaching football and being with other folks' kids, man, but it's a difference when you up there and it's this one kid who they just gotten time out, ain't paying them no attention, just treating them any kind of way because they know nothing's come behind it. Mm-hmm. But mine, you know, you can't do that because I might pop up Wednesday, I might pop up Friday, I might pop up Monday. You gotta move accordingly, because, you know, I might pop up and catch you in the middle of some of that, and I'm not a kid. You can't put me in time out. You're going to have to call HPD, and they going to get it too by mine. That's just what that is.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. 24 years on the board. Give us one of your highlights that brings you joy in serving the school district.
When a student, we have School Board Appreciation Month in January, and sometimes for extra credit or whatever, they'll write letters, they'll write notes, or whatever. Some of them are, you know, scripted for them. That's fine too. But I read some of the notes that the students have. Thank you for being a board member, because you helped us get new bathrooms, new restrooms at the school. You helped us get new equipment, mats to do wrestling and whatever that stuff is they do, that power stuff, lifting kind of thing. Because at one time, we had mats and they had to share different clothing because there wasn't enough funding in that program. But sitting on the board, I found out, what? Come on now, we got some funding over here. Let's make stuff kind of more equitable, especially between some sports kind of thing. You didn't hear me say that, but anyway, that kind of thing. But it brings me joy whenever there's a student who makes the connection of, this is why I've been in school. And when they go out someplace else and come back and realize, you know what, it wasn't all bad here. It was bad during some time, but it wasn't all bad here. I actually did learn some things. We several years ago started implementing a technology program, because they go off to college or to technical school or whatever, and they're using certain programs that they had no clue about because we didn't have it here. We didn't have it here. So highlights for me is seeing students succeed, seeing them excel, seeing parents being proud of their child, that they have had this experience and it hadn't been all bad. I like that for every student.
Well, check this out, Miss Jean.
Yes, sir.
To some of them who just don't know, when is election time and how early can we vote for you?
All right.
And tell them
Thank
so
you.
who qualifies to vote for you, because some of our listeners, they can't vote for Henderson School District. So
Right.
talk to
You
them.
have to live in District 1 to vote for Jean.
Where is that at?
District 1 spans a lot of places. MLK. Since I didn't grow up here, there's these different hills and communities, Methodist and Petey Camp and Sugar and all them kind of hills and things. And I don't know all those, but this is how I kind of identify the areas for District 1 by churches. That's
Okay,
surprising,
that's cool.
huh?
That's cool. Talk to
So
us.
Arlen Grove Church, that area, District 1, where Wesley Chapel, Mount Hebron, St. Clark, Mother Zion, all of that's District 1. Going from one end of Webster, MLK, Junior Drive, 279, but not across 79, but 279, all of that and the streets spanning from those are District 1. And I just kind of gotten and over by Church of the Living God, Whippoorwill Street, all that's District 1. I live on Elm Street. All of Elm Street is District 1. Go down 259 where Wiley Elementary, down that way, those apartments over there, that's District 1.
I'm just going to go out there and say, y'all, she is in all the black neighborhoods in Henderson. from Peter County Hill to just all over, man. So it shouldn't be no shortage of people getting out to vote, especially since she came and blessed us with the presence here on Political Street Talk. So y'all gonna have to go out and be active, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But what I know early voting has started, right?
Early voting started on Monday,
Yeah.
yesterday, today, tomorrow, and Friday from 8 to 5 o'clock across from the courthouse, Chamber of Commerce, over in that area where you get your car tags and license, across in that building. Next week, 8 to 5, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 8 to 5. But on Thursday and Friday, and I know that's football game, I know that's Chapel Hill, and we got to do all that. But early voting starts at 7 a.m. until 7 p.m. on Thursday and Friday. Now, I'm asking you to get out and vote early. Get out and vote early. I want to see numbers, so many numbers, that when the early vote is released,
So
it's going to be like,
landslide.
Landslide.
but you got to get up and go and do it. You got to vote. You can't say that you're going to vote and then not do it. You got to do it. I'm going to share this quick story. Oh, the other thing I said, go vote. If you see my name, vote for me.
Tell them that name again. Tell them.
Jean Hinchin Williams is on the ballot. You'll go through those propositions. I think it's about 3 or 4 pages of proposition. My name, I was second drawn on the ballot, so it's the last name on the ballot. Jean Hinchin Williams. Check that box. Press that. You have to press hard. I have to press mine hard to make sure it's stuck. Make sure it lights up with my name. Vote. But if you see my name, vote. Just go vote. Go vote. You see my name, vote me. Don't matter. You're talking about District 1. Let me go. Go see if Miss Jean name on there. Jean, call me Miss Jean. See Jean name on there and vote for me. But early voting stops October 31st, 7 p.m. And then Election Day, November the 4th, that's Election Day. So,
What day of the week is that?
November 4th is on a Tuesday.
Y'all, we might have to be out there and active on that day, y'all. We're going to have to do something. Political Street Talk, we'll call that Election Day. We got to do something that day.
But I tell you what, I'm already planning the victory party.
That's
Where it's
right.
You're
going to be at?
invited.
That's right.
I've got to get the venue. I've got to find the place, but I how much space I need, you know?
To be honest, it was a time in my life where I've never really been a voter, but I would favor the black opponent, whoever is the black candidate. I don't do that no more. I'm not voting for you just because you're black. After hearing you speak, hearing your background, I believe that you are extra qualified to continue to win. So I'm rooting for you.
That's an endorsement. Can I bring my person and get an endorsement from you guys?
Yes,
Absolutely.
ma'am.
All right. There's endorsement here, but I have a person that videos with me, for me. And go to my campaign page. Like it, follow it.
Yeah,
Tell
I
them
was
what the
happy to listen,
campaign
'cause I didn't
page
know
is.
I haven't been around here.
It's Williams for Henderson ISD.
No, you the one.
Williams
Nah,
for
she said
Henderson.
that she was saying her campaign
That's
page.
the campaign page.
That's the campaign page.
Go to my campaign page. Follow it.
Y'all, hey man, if you rocking with Political Street Talk, please go to her fan page and follow her. As y'all can see, she have our endorsement here. And if any of you other people out there campaigning for something and you willing to come sit down here with us and talk and explain yourself, maybe you can get our endorsement as well.
I'm not going to endorse you.
But
just
we ain't
'cause
gonna endorse
sit
you
in
'cause
this
you come
house.
sit
Just
here.
'cause you sit here. I am not endorsing no BS. But I'm endorsing Miss Williams, though.
It's 24 years in,
You know,
man.
I don't watch other campaigns, that kind of thing. I'm just focused on mine and going out and knocking on doors. So you may have seen me knocking on doors, left some campaign material. Yeah, that would be me because I'm doing that.
You're still doing that.
Oh, and I'll be doing the rest of the weekend next week. I'm retired, remember? I'm retired, so I'll be out doing that. Sure do. But just know that it ain't over till it's over. Okay? And I need your support. There was a candidate who was on city council that lost his seat by 11 votes. I'm not asking to win by no 11, 10, 15, 20 votes. I need, what you say?
A
Landslide.
What's a landslide?
It looks
Ass
like
whooping.
You way up here, and the other person way on the bottom end.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
like
we
that.
doing.
I like that. Thank you. I think that's it. That's it. When
But,
the numbers are released.
Miss Jean?
Yes, sir.
I don't want to rush you out, but we're going to have to segue into our next segment.
Okay.
But since you asked for our endorsement, I would love for you to endorse my brother. This is his book, Let Us Pray. That is his second book. So if you would, hold it up and tell the people the name of it.
Let Us Pray. But I heard you say J-Boy, but see, when I saw it first time, it said Frank Ditto.
That's
so
what the
this
Facebook
says J.E. Ditto.
That's right, because my pen name that I write up under, like you said, I come from a family of educators as well.
Mm-hmm.
My father was a civil rights activist, and his sisters, my aunties, I had 3 that were high-level educators.
All right.
So I honor him by using Ditto as my pen name.
Beautiful, beautiful. Let us pray. You know what? I believe in prayer.
One of y'all got a pen?
I believe
see
in prayer.
one. I see one.
And that's what's
Y'all
carried me
wait.
through. That's what's carried me through. So, you see this? This Amazon CB.
Absolutely, Amazon.
Amazon. I need for you, y'all be over there on Amazon buying all kinds of stuff. Just put this in, let us pray. Ditto. You have to remember the J.E. Put in ditto, let us pray. Put it in your car.
Transformation by making prayer a lifestyle. It's the
It
real
works.
deal. It works.
Works.
Political street talk don't dance around topics, y'all. We
And
need
we have some endorsers and supporters in the chat. We have Linda Cox Cooper. She let it be known. Jean H. Williams for Henderson ISD School Board District 1. And also LaToya, Rashi said the same thing. They just let it be known what you're running for and what district that you're in. And Laquita say, if you are someone you know is in danger, please reach out. Okay, that's on the domestic hotline side of the game. Y'all can follow that one. But I believe that
There should be somebody watching from Tacoma, Washington.
What's their name?
Whoever's in Tacoma, Washington, thank you for tuning in to Political Street Talk.
And you are more than welcome to come back every Wednesday night live at 8:30. You know what I'm saying? We don't dance around no topics. We don't cut no corners. We just going to give you our opinion. And it's coming from a middle-aged black male perspective. We going to have to bring this back. I think this right here is something that we talk about on here all the time. My mission is to put things back in numerical order. God, man, women, children.
All right.
And we going to stay on that mission. And it's like this right here, y'all. As men, we can't ask our women to follow us if we ain't going nowhere. Fall in line. So remember, go out and early vote for Miss Jean Williams, y'all. We're going to have to slide into our next segue. But if you
Thank
would stick
y'all.
around, though, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Hey, y'all seen her here on Political Street Talk. And she going to get us some of them white shirts, too.
I'm on
And
that.
y'all, hey, go cop my
Size.
boy Jordan Gear, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, we also have my very own pastor. Let me lean back and get comfortable. I'll talk to y'all for a second before he come up here. I want to let y'all know I have the type of pastor that don't dance around. He don't scratch unless he itch. He don't laugh unless it's funny. But he is the man. The Reverend Johnny Johnson, East Holly Spring Baptist Church. He go live every Sunday. So if you want to know how he preach, don't ask me. Tune in. You more than welcome to come. But if you can't make it, you can catch church live on Facebook. But my pastor, I've given him the nickname as the pastor for the streets. Because he is willing to come in here and sit down with us in our element and reach people where they are. My pastor said, if there's anything you want to know about him, ask him. You ain't got to go out here in the streets and ask somebody over there about how Reverend Johnson, what you think he is. Ask him, he'll tell you. And I believe in that, man. I believe in that honesty. I believe in meeting people where they are. And the man is genuine. And we are together. We going to change this stuff around here together. So, you know what I'm saying? Without further ado, I would like to bring up Reverend Johnny Johnson. Come on up here, brother. Oh.
Oh. Yes, sir.
How you doing now, brother?
Good.
To the people that don't know, Reverend Johnny Johnson and Reverend Brian Gates blessed us earlier this year, man. And it was a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful interview. if you would, go to our YouTube channel, Political Street Talk, and go back and check that out, man. We labeled that God's plan for a reason. And as you can see, God's working because the brother is back, man. You know what I'm saying? But before we go any further, Boy, you got anything before we jump this off?
Nah, but we just had an interview Monday, and they was asking us about some of the highlights, and I had to tell them that when you and the brother came, that was one of my favorite shows. So to have you back, man, I think it's just perfect time. I'm ready to hear you talk. You said you got something on your mind. I'm ready to hear it, Reverend.
Introduce yourself, brother.
Well, my name is Reverend Johnny Johnson, pastor of East Holly Springs Baptist Church. We got a Mine Enterprise address, but we're in Concord, Texas.
That's Apple for you. Okay. I'm sorry about that, brother. Go ahead.
What was that? I'm the pastor of East Holly Springs Baptist Church, Mine Enterprise, Texas, Concord community. Born and raised in Shelby County, Southern Texas. I've been the pastor there for 26 years. And this is my working project. John's a good man. I believe in what he's trying to do. And he's nicknamed me the street preacher or something to that effect. I am almost 75 years old. So I have nothing to try to fool anybody about. I have no reason to lie to anybody about anything. So the questions asked, I usually answer from my heart. And I had something to say on Sunday, and evidently John heard some of it because he asked me if I would come today. So here I am to say what's on my mind. If you want to ask the question, you got questions, or you want me to go?
I just want you to take off.
You got the platform, brother. You right now you got the key to the streets. You driving the car.
All of this month, I have been dealing with our Sunday school lessons. A prophet named Jeremiah, a man that taught, prophesied for 40 years. Didn't nobody change. That's a long time. He wanted to quit. Some of you have heard the story, some of you don't know it. Some people believe the Bible, some people don't believe the Bible. That's your business. I teach that getting to heaven is going to be an individual thing anyway. You got to go for yourself. You got to know Jesus for yourself. But Jeremiah, 40 years and nobody changed. He got tired and said, I'm going to quit. I'm not going out there anymore. Now I've heard different people come up today and they talked about the culture. They talked about the learning processes and all of this. Well, let's start when I was a child. We didn't have Head Starts. We didn't have daycare centers. But when we went to the first grade, we could write our name. We knew our parents' name. We could tell you the address. We didn't need, that was taught to us at home. But my problem, my worry is churches. A lot of churches are dying. Why? There are no children. One of the lessons that bothered me was week before last. This one particular family had, for 250 years, they had passed things from generation to generation. It was simply about drinking wine. They didn't drink wine because the forefathers said don't drink wine. 250 years they didn't drink wine. They passed it from generation to generation. At my age, I can see where we stopped passing things from one generation to the next. Now y'all follow me here.
We follow.
When you're a child, when I was a child, we had Sunday school. School is a place for learning. If you don't take your child to Sunday school, how's he going to learn about the Bible? We talked about this the last time I was here. It wasn't, do you feel like going to church or you want to go to church? You went to church. My problem, and I was telling John, we need a connection. We've lost it. We can't communicate with, say, not even the younger kids, but let's say the teenagers up to 40 years of age. We've lost that communication. John was telling me about a crash dummy. To me, a crash dummy was, you watching television, they testing cars, they got a dummy in the car. To me, that's a crash dummy. John explained to me that's our young black men that just don't have nothing to live for. They just don't care no more. I don't understand what that 19 to 40 year age, I don't understand what they're saying. Now, I thought I had a problem. Last week I was at the state convention and I found out that I'm not the only one with that problem.
Preach.
I don't care if you got 20 in your church, if you got 1,000 in your church. You still got a communication problem with the generations. How are we going, I don't care what generation you are, what culture you come from, what color your skin is. If you don't have a relationship with Jesus Christ, you got a problem. See, I talk about life and death. I'll ask people, do you believe in heaven? Do you believe in hell? Because you're going to one of them. That's an individual decision that you got to make. If Jeremiah could stand for 40 years and nobody changed, I can stand the rest of my life and tell people that the wages of sin is death and the gift of God is everlasting life. How you going to say that? It's in the book. People worry about what's going on in the White House. Today they worrying about them tearing down the East Wing or whatever. I don't care.
That part.
They can tear it down all they want to. He will never be my king. I serve the King of Kings. I'm not ashamed of it. An old preacher told me, Johnson, preaching will get you in trouble and it'll get you out of trouble. Stand on the word. That's all we got.
That's right.
So what I'm looking for is some help. I challenge people Sunday. I say, look, if you got something that you can come up with that can help me to relate to that age, I'm for it. As long as it's spiritual, I am for it. Because I need to tell a dying world, I need to live so people can see Jesus in me. I always ask, why would I come here and preach to you on Sunday when on Saturday night you see me trying to drop it while it was hot? How can I tell you something?
Can't.
How can I tell you every Friday you see me at the liquor store and I'm going to say I'm going out to cash my check?
Yeah.
Other places I can cash my check.
Oh. Okay. So basically what you're saying is you open for suggestions on how we can get this back together and get the youth back involved in church and everybody back involved. That's what you asked?
Basically. If we don't get you, Satan's got a plan. You always talking about people with a plan or an agenda. See, Satan didn't just start this last week. He knows that if he can get the next, what is it, the Z generation that we got now?
The new ones, yeah.
If he can get them, they ain't gonna be coming no way. A very few. If he can stop the youth from learning about Jesus, he can kill the church. So we have got to get younger people involved. How we gonna do it? I don't have a clue.
That's I just want to say, it don't take but 2 generations for something to die off, and I put that in the mind of farming. I consider you like my uncle, my mama and them age. Y'all was former sharecroppers.
Go my parents them was. I didn't have to get out there and get it
Okay.
too much, but I can do it.
Okay, the next generation said we not gonna do it, or we don't learn the ways of farming. If I say I'm not gonna learn farming, and my kids don't learn farming, it's over with. And it's the same thing. It's the same concept. What you saying about with our God, with our spirituality, with our religion. If we don't figure out how to bridge this gap right now, the Z generation is and it's really sad to say they clueless.
Yeah.
Right now they clueless. And again, the main bridge is with us. It's really up to our generation to be able to come up under you.
I believe I might be wrong, but I got a right to my opinion.
Come on with it.
And I think my generation basically dropped the ball. Simply because I didn't want my kids to grow up like I did. They didn't. My kids don't know what it's like to go to a colored water fountain, white water fountain, colored school, white school. They don't know what it's like to not have running water in the house. An indoor bathroom. They don't know what it's like. So I didn't raise them the way I was raised. I raised them better than I was raised. But I dropped the discipline. And I'm man enough to say that I dropped it. Now they have got some whoopings. I heard y'all talking about whooping and things. I was a truck driver. I raised my family driving a truck. When I left, I tell my wife, whenever I get back, tell me what I'm whooping, who needs a whooping. And then when I finish, I'll ask, what did I whoop him for? That's the way that went. Wasn't no questions asked. I come in, she said, he need a whooping. She need a whooping. I had a strap about yay long, about that wide. I went to work. When I got through, it was like, what did I whoop him for? She wasn't going to tell no lie on him.
Right on.
But now I wasn't as strict on them. I would tell my son things like, you don't need to be running with that bunch. I'm not telling you who to run with, but you don't need to be running with that bunch. You know, sometimes you could get caught doing things the old folks used to call you be sweating the game. You were guilty too.
Yep.
You might have just been there, but you were there, so you were sweating the game. If they went to jail, you went to jail too. From generation to generation. You said, I love to watch stuff grow. I'll grow milk garden. My kids can't do it. You ask that this Generation Z where the milk come from, they go tell you Brookshire Brothers. They don't know it come from a cow. Pass stuff on from generation to generation back to the church. It says Sunday school. Sometimes people think Jeremiah, he was dealing with these people that thought just because they went to church on Sundays, they had it made. There are people today that think just because I go to the church house, I'm okay. Not necessarily so.
No, sir.
There's a saying that says sometimes you pass church on the way to church.
What that mean? Break that down.
Would either one of y'all pass a woman on the side of the road that's broke down or she out there trying to change a flat?
I got to be able to see in the car.
You got to do what?
Be able to see in the car.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
different world we live in. But I
Because
know
somebody
what
might
you're
come out of the
saying.
bushes. I understand that. But I probably take a risk.
Yeah, I would too.
Simply because I had a mother and daughters. And they didn't know nothing about changing flats and things like this. Some women can do it themselves.
Just to go off what you're saying, like if our faith, if we are really moving on our faith and our belief in God, we not gonna question nothing. We gonna stop because we know God gonna.
Something is gonna guide you, lead you, or guide you.
Yes.
To do that thing, and I've learned not to go against that. He said, if I'm for you, I'm more than the world against you. So if I'm doing something out of the goodness of my heart, and I think if I stop to help a lady,
That's right.
that I'm doing something right. So he's for me. So if the guy jump out of the bushes, you know, I ain't always been in the pulpit. I think I can still sling a left and a right. And I ain't gonna tell nobody that I won't.
All right.
Amen.
But that's it. I'm just concerned. That's to anybody. If you got a church that you ain't got some babies crying in it, if you don't think that your church is dying, you better look around. I know some churches don't have a child. Then I know some people that will sit at home and won't bring a child. But it says Sunday school. Now you'll get up, you'll start your child to going to daycare and let somebody else raise them 3 or 4 weeks old. But you can't bring them to Sunday school when they 2 or 3 years old? The world is in the shape that it's in today simply for one reason.
Talk to me.
Disobedience.
That's the one. That's the one.
Always have been, always will be. Until we as a people, until we as individuals, until we get that one-on-one relationship with God, we got a problem. If you know anything about the Bible, if you ever heard about the Bible, you know that we're living in the last days.
Yeah.
Which means that Jesus could come back at any time. And when he comes, it's going to be too late to get ready. We got to be ready when he get in.
Y'all, I think Pastor is throwing it out there, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a challenge, y'all. It's a challenge to get the youth more involved. I'm going to be thinking on it. I was trying to think of something, man, but I haven't got with Miss Peggy. But I do know next Tuesday, we will be at the Boys and Girls Club. Political Street Talk and the Boys and Girls Club will be partnering up to do something for the kids. So if you're available, man, you know, kind of come out. You know what I'm saying?
Let me know about it. I'll drive.
Yeah.
I'll put some gas in one of them goats.
One of the things that I know hinders people my age from going to church. People have stopped going to church. It's a couple of reasons. I don't think none of them are valid because I'm back going to church now. I done circled all the way back around back to church. But a lot of people are traumatized by bad experiences that they had in church. They traumatized by some of the church institution in itself, by pastors, by deacons, by choir people. They have had these bad experiences inside of this church, and instead of them charging it to that experience, they threw the whole thing away. And so now they are living through, well, I'm not going to church because one pastor was a piece of shit. I'm not going to church because they ain't never did nothing with the money that my grandma tied with for 40 years. The church hasn't pushed anything. We ain't built not one school. We can't go to no white churches around here. They got a whole life center. Why are they able to build so much inside of their church and we can't put a doorknob? These are some of the things that people say, black folks say, why they don't want to go to these churches or whatnot. And some people have learned so much and became so smart that you actually retarded yourself in your spiritual growth. Yeah, you gained knowledge inside of books and learning different things, but you lost your spirituality in it because you thought you got a little bit too smart for yourself. I was one of those people myself. Like, I done studied all type of schools of thought, all religions, and I done been one that's mad at the church. I done been one that's mad at the doctrine. All the books been tampered with. this, that, and the third, but I never lost my faith. And when it came down to the point to where I didn't have nothing else, I don't think a lot of people done hit rock bottom enough or yet to that point to where, but also I'll say this, I was brought up in the church. Like I said, we said before, I didn't have no choice. So that's been my foundation. A lot of people that I know, they don't never have that church foundation. Mm-hmm. They don't know what it's like. They don't know what a prayer life is like. They don't know what active life is like inside of the church. They just don't know. And last, I'm going to say this. A lot of people are living so much in their sin, they ain't ready to let it go yet. Mm-hmm. Like the pastor said, you ducking around to cash that check, but you getting 4 bottles. You getting them 4 bottles, you finna go out and drink. Now you living this life outside of the fold of the divine to where evil has taken over your vessel. And until you can say, I'm tired, I really want to live a more righteous life, then you're going to continue to submit to what we call the devil, to what we call Satan, to what some call their lower nature. So people really just have to wake up again to see how, messed up the world is, how far away we've come from God in totality, to be like, you know what, let me try to find a church, let me find a pastor, let me find a book, let me find a prayer life. We have to just figure out and make God, like the reason I wanted to write this book called Let Us Pray, because I know my age group, like I said, they're not going to church. They're going everywhere but the church. It ain't even cool to say, man, I'm living for God. People, you say you living for God, you trying to get your life right, you'll be crazy how people will ridicule you. Well, you was just out here taking pills. You was just smoking dope. You was just messing with the whores. You was doing this. Well, that was yesterday. Mm-hmm. I'm doing this God thing now. And people they don't have the fortitude to say, man, I don't care what y'all say. I'm getting back on this side of right and righteousness. I don't think people just got it in their heart to step up yet.
Well, that's one reason I can stand firm and say what I say. I've been there. I've done that. I've had some of the guys that I used to hang out with. Mm-hmm. How did you change? First thing I tell them is I got rid of y'all.
Come on now.
You can't take a hog out of the hog pen, put him in a tuxedo. If you put him close to some mud, he gonna go right back in there and start wallowing again.
Come on now.
Paul says, when I was a child, spake as a child. I acted like a child. I did childish things. But now that I'm a man, I put away those childish ways.
Come on now.
There comes a time in everybody's life when you got to make a choice. Most of us know right or wrong, but we're too concerned about what Billy Bob and Sally Sue gonna say. Billy Bob and Sally Sue ain't got a key to heaven or to hell to put you in. And when we wake up to the reality that there is both places, things will get better. I used to be a dope head. Used to have, well, y'all had called them dreads. We just call them braids. Mine was down to my shoulder. Wasn't no go down and ching chang and bam. I grew mine. But I made up my mind that this ain't me. When you get to where you can't stand to look at yourself in the mirror,
come on now,
you know you got a problem.
Come on now. Some of y'all know you got a problem.
When you know that you can't look at yourself, because God don't make nothing bad. You don't have to teach a child how to be bad. He born bad. You got to turn him around and put him on the right track. You cannot send a devil to school and expect an angel to come back to your house. If he leave that devil, when he come back, he gonna be a devil. And it depends on who he travel with, how far he go. The crash dummies, they just don't care. Who do they run with? People that don't care.
Yep.
A Christian is supposed to, with the Baptist church, we got this song, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. When that person's in darkness, you supposed to be this light over here where they can see something different about you. A Christian, a saint, is supposed to stand out. You supposed to be like a sore thumb. Anybody's supposed to be able to pick you out. And if you're ashamed to let people know that you're a born again, baptized believer, you saying that, I don't know what you're saying. You need some help.
You're not a real believer.
Y'all, I say this all the time, man. The youth's not paying attention to nothing we say. They watching what we do. So listening to Reb talk, and he know this is my preacher, man. He know I get to church late. So I guess the moral of the story, y'all, is we just have to provide a better example for the youth, man. And I'm gonna take on that responsibility myself, man, to try to be a better example. So hopefully, if y'all watching and y'all see me out there, man, you know what I'm saying, I set a better example. Now I ain't telling y'all that I'm y'all next preacher. Don't look for me for that. That ain't happening. But, you know what I'm saying, I can provide a little bit better example. And I encourage the rest of y'all to provide a better example too. Tell them what time church started, Rev, and what time, you know what I'm saying, that they can tap in.
Sunday school, where you get your education about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. 9:30 till about 10:30. And about 10:45 we preparing for church. And we go live somewhere between 10:45 and 11 o'clock. I don't be long. I say what I got to say and we go to the house. And if you want to come visit, what you hear and seen tonight, it'd be the same thing on Sunday morning. My door is always open. If it's some young people, I don't care if you come in truck, car, line up, however. My door is always open. And whatever you have to say, or you got something that you want to ask me, you're welcome to come in my office. We'll talk one-on-one, and whatever you tell me, it stays there. And I'm just here to help somebody. A lot of people not gonna live to be my age.
Come on now.
I don't look like what I've been through. But I can stand and tell you that if he made a difference in my life, if he changed me from where I used to be 50 years ago to where I am now, he can change anybody.
Come on now.
And I want to help people get there. But I'm not the one that's go begging. I'm going to tell you the truth. You can take it or leave it. You can accept it or you can reject it. That's up to you. But like I said earlier, what have I got to lie to you about? Nothing. I just want to help.
So while we up here, boy, man, check the parliament. I see Pat Washington said, man on the run. You know? That's that CB handle. Huh?
Yeah, that's cow killer.
Yeah.
That's cow killer there. Yeah.
Oh, we got Linda Cox Cooper say, yes, Pastor, we have a problem with parents getting their children to church. And again, it ain't even, it's not the children's fault that they're not in church.
Children can't drive.
No, it's the parents' fault that's not going. They the one that's not, don't have a foundation in spirituality, in God, in Jesus, and whatever it is. They don't have that no more. It's the parents' fault.
What y'all in what? Y'all in what?
I'm Gen X.
You.
I'm Gen X. I'm 70s baby.
So.
I'm an 80s baby. Whatever generation that is, I don't keep up with it.
The one after mine, I can't think of what it is, but.
I had that. I got a pamphlet with all that in it.
I'm X.
So see about the G generation is where that gap started. Isn't that what y'all saying? I admitted that the baby boomers, if we just say it, we dropped the ball. So from now on down, that's why kids not coming to Sunday school. So we got to reach that 2 generations of parents
Yes.
Before babies start having babies.
Millennial.
Yeah, yeah. That's the from 40 down. We need to reach. We need to learn how to communicate, and we need to get that group back in church. And I agree. You were saying something about being hurt in church. Some of the worst people is go to church. And if you got a congregation with 10 people in it, you got a clique in there somewhere.
Yeah.
And that's better than anything. That clique, let's go get over in the corner. Last week he was talking about, in the Sunday school lesson, was talking about people that gossip. I be telling people all the time, if somebody gossip to me about you, they'll gossip to you, somebody else about you. So stay away from that gossiping and stuff.
Facts. That's bad.
If the churches are full of it.
Hypocrites.
I see Fat Mac, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Fat Mac. He said, John, you gonna hit that Sunday school? I don't know yet. But I will be in church on time.
I'm gonna see when he show up.
I got another question. Justin say, we need more men in that age range to step forward and bring their circles to church with them.
Yeah.
Being religious or having a relationship with God nowadays is something people frown upon more than what's being taught by the culture. Everything that the culture gonna teach you is gonna send you straight to hell. The TV show, the music, the sexual perversion, and the drug abuse, and the alcoholism. All that's gonna send you down the road to destruction. But that's what they promoting the most. So
That's money. Well, as John said earlier about getting things in the order that they should be, and he said something about women wouldn't follow a man that wasn't going nowhere. The man's supposed to be the head.
That's right.
So if the man go to church, the wife go to church, they bring the children to church, like that guy said. So men need to step forward and say, look, we're going to try this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Jesus said, taste and see. I'm sweeter than the honey and the honeycomb. Man, you don't know how many times I have went home, house flipping all upside down, going round and around. I feel like I'm best trying to get on the floor. Now I go home and go to sleep and sleep good. I ain't got a lot to the Lord. If you just sober me up this time, I won't never do this no more. I go home and go to bed now and go to sleep all night long. I don't let stuff worry me no more. If he called me home, don't y'all worry about me. My heart is fixed and my mind made up, and I'm going to tell you the truth, and if we don't get obedient, we in trouble. And it's all in the book.
As y'all can see on Political Street Talk, man, we don't dance around too much or nothing. We gonna come to you and give you our opinion, man. And like I say, every week we come to y'all, man, and bro give you a special prayer. He got another show, the Spiritual Bank Account. I want y'all to tap into that, man. That's a wonderful show, man. Me and him got an interview together on the Spiritual Bank Account. We just giving y'all what we think is correct, man, from a middle-aged black male perspective. We talking to our peers, man. We not over here trying to act like we better than we is. You know what I'm saying? Bro tell you he hit rock bottom. I personally have not reached rock bottom, but, man, I've been through some things, too. We all been through some things, man, where, you know, the only way you came out of that, it was God. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I ain't going to sit up here and cap and lie to y'all. I've been in some situations, too. But at the end of the day, man, these kids are not listening to the stuff that we say, man. They watching what we do. And I learned that from my pops, man. He used to say, don't do what I do what I say do. And I said to myself, shit, you look like you feeling pretty good. Nigga, please, I'm going to try that.
Do it too. Yep.
So we know now, we live in testimony that shit don't work. You know what I'm saying, man? You have to be the example that you want to see in all things. So just like we sit around here and complain about our school districts and our city councils, our judges and everything, man, we have the power to pick who those people are. And if you don't like the people that's on there, you can campaign and run for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Get involved. I'll just challenge you to get involved with your local politics, get involved with church, get involved with the kids. I think a couple shows back I challenged y'all to just go outside and play with the youth, man. That's some shit that we don't do no more. Used to go outside and hoop with the kids, throw the football, throw the baseball, whatever sport it is. That's just a time to interact and let a kid get to know you. Because some of these kids is suffering from that domestic violence that we was talking about earlier. It's kind of hard to go to school and pay attention in school when mama and daddy arguing every night. You know what I'm saying? Or with the government shutdown, not knowing if you're going to have food stamps or it's a lot of stuff plaguing our community, and we really want to get into a couple of these topics, man. Were you open to chilling and talking with them, or?
Who? Anybody, anytime. Look, if they want to talk about the goodness of God, I tell them start off by when you get up in the morning, say thank you. He didn't have to wake you up. When you lay down at night, said thank you. He didn't have to keep you all day long, but he did. And if you can't tell him thank you, something wrong somewhere. He came, suffered, bled, and died. This stuff that we going through, if you just pick up your Bible and read it sometime, it's in the book. So it don't have to be nothing new to you. It's go happen. It's got to happen. The thing for us to do is to prepare for it. Yeah, I'm open for talking.
Well, bet. To the people in the audience, man, y'all feel free to chime in on this conversation. You know what I'm saying? If you feel the need to talk or express yourself, please do so.
Y'all had a lot to say when we were talking about hitting the woman upside the head. Now y'all don't want to say nothing. We talking about the goodness of the Lord. what all the comments saying about the goodness of the Lord?
And you know he been good to you if he ain't. Let me tell you something. You up, you breathing, batting your eyes, putting one foot ahead of the other. So you getting blessings when you taking stuff for granted.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, I tell y'all what, before we get into a couple of these little topics right quick, man, we're going to shout out a few people, man. Shout out Misha Washington, man. Y'all check her out, man. Designs by Wash, man. She got a dope store here in Henderson, Texas, man. You can go get your shirts, everything, man. Screen print. She can press you up right then, whatever you want. If you want bundles, she can do it. So y'all make sure y'all check her out. Jaron Collier, Jamal Utug, Merlin Johnson, Frida Hawkins, Pat Washington, man. We appreciate a few of y'all. This is just a few that I can see. Tina Johnson, that's my mother-in-law. Jason Freeney, hey man, that boy in the parliament, man. We gotta do something special for you. Dre Day, Kara Bowman, Yetta Anderson, you know what I'm saying? Jeremy Simon, Missy Walton, Tyrell Jenkins. Shout out Tyrell too, man. I'm proud of you, bro. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Nikhil, Ciara Franklin, Merlin Williams, Ricardo Smith, Samaj Alexander, Jamie Anthony. Man, the list goes on, man. I just appreciate y'all for being in the parliament and being a part of this. So right now we finna get into this. Olitha White, Bagley too for tuning in. Right now, y'all, we finna get, you know, if y'all want to partake, man. But I want to bring that back before we get into other topics about the domestic violence, man. Because, see, earlier we brought up the segue on her agenda with Quita about this being Domestic Violence Awareness Month, man. And like bro said, people had a lot to say. So I want to open up the floor to hear y'all, you know, solutions or whatever. Let's get back on that. And I want to talk about if the government stays shut down and they cancel the food stamps. Like, how are y'all feeling about not having food stamps? Boy, I want to hear your partake of that, man.
Food stamps?
About the food stamps, man.
Well, you gotta eat. I don't know what to tell you, man. Take your food stamps and stock up. All I can tell you, you know what I'm saying. While you got them, buy some stuff that's gonna last. You can put in your freezer. Buy some candy. Buy some rice. I don't know what to tell you. I don't get EBT. I wish I did. I wish somebody would send me theirs every month. But I don't. Everybody just got so tight. Nobody want to sell food stamps no more. So I don't know what to tell y'all, man. I'm not. Hey, man, the government shut down. I don't depend on white folks to do shit for me. So all I can tell you is let this be a lesson to do for yourself. If they take your food away from you, your food stamps, that should be a sign that, hey, man, I'm not in full control over what I eat if I don't eat. take control of your life. Yeah, it may sound a little hard. I know people have it hard and whatnot. Some people can't work, fixed incomes. I can't do nothing about that. I can't do nothing about that. I know how to grow a garden.
Well, I know one thing. You start growing that garden today, your ass gonna starve to death before you eat.
You better find stock. You better learn how. We need to learn money management because it's money out here. We making money. People working. Stop spending it on frivolous stuff.
I see it from a whole bigger, different scale. Food stamps stimulates the economy. It's finna be Thanksgiving, man. People that say, well, the government need to cut off food stamps. Those food stamps provide jobs, man. You know what I'm saying? Those grocery stores. If people not buying nothing, the grocery store people lose jobs. Produce don't make money. The food stamps that they put into the economy stimulates the economy. And right now, when they set to expire, in 2 weeks or less than 2 weeks?
If they don't have an agreement by the 27th, so in what, 5 days?
Yeah, in 5 days it's gonna expire. Ain't gonna be no food stamps.
If they don't have an
I
agreement.
know it's more white folks to get food stamps than black folks. I know that's a fact. So they gonna be starving just like black folks is. If the black folks gonna be starving, I don't know how you would. I just don't have no answer. I just know.
I find it despicable, man. We gonna cut off food stamps for our people, but we sending $20 billion to Israel and all these other countries, man. You
The
know
white
what I'm
boy
saying?
done always done that. That ain't nothing. America has always treated America. The food that we should to act like the government is supposed to break their arms and go above and beyond for American citizens. To think this in 2025 is crazy. To where every food you go get out the grocery store is GMO. All of the majority of the meat got shot up with all kind of steroids. In Europe and all these other countries, Israel, they don't even serve them the same food. The food they serve us poison us. But out of the country, you can't even go to McDonald's and get the same McDonald's Big Mac over in Europe ain't got none of the chemicals in it that we got in ours. So the government, their whole plan is to poison you, get you sick, get you on medicine, and get your ass up out of here.
Let me throw this in. When I was growing up, when you go to the grocery store now, you notice they got a whole segment over here, organic food. They charge you twice as much as the rest of it. I grew up on organic food.
That's why you the age you are now, still looking and talking like we talk.
That's why our people live as long as
Yes, sir.
that kind of stuff. We didn't pass it down. When
Yes,
the old
sir. Yes,
old
sir.
folk were teaching about certain herbs and things that would heal this, they couldn't afford to go to the doctor.
Chime in.
So they knew some of that stuff. So they would pass it down generation to generation. And they talk about organic. I grew up on eggs and
Yep.
potatoes and stuff that grew out of the garden. Lay it out there and go to the potato bank. It ain't rotted yet. You go get one of these potatoes they give you now, lay it up 2 days, it's done turned color.
Or you go get a loaf of bread and it lasts
Mold.
for 6 months. Nah, it don't ain't mold no more. Because they putting so much stuff in it to keep it having such a shelf life, what they put in it, but it poisons the body. So yeah, it may mold quick, but then it may not mold. Like I said, you go get a loaf of bread and let it sit. I done seen loaf of bread sit for 6 months.
When the cat won't
Not that Sunday.
won't eat it, something wrong with it.
Go buy some French fries and set them out there. An ant won't even get on. So
And
yes,
ice cream sandwich they got. Me and my kids did that experiment. We set it out there, see if it would melt. That sucker never melted. It never melted. It
Damn.
stayed like that.
What
the whole
brand was it?
time.
Damn
We
loud.
bought two. We bought.
Yeah, damn loud.
We bought Great Value. We bought Blue Bunny. We bought Bluebell. We bought a whole bunch of them just and put them out there in the sun and let them sit. It didn't melt. Dang.
Man, I'm gonna try that shit.
Let's see.
Yeah, man, that thing don't melt. I ain't eating no more
Man,
then.
like,
Used to make ice cream out of snow. You don't do that no more.
You don't do it.
Well, it's snow now. You got acid rain and
All
everything
kinds
else,
of
so-
coming through the atmosphere.
Yeah. To the people in the parliament, we got anything in the parliament, bro? Nothing on the domestic violence or the food stamp thing. They probably tired of talking about it, huh? Well, that's good. Y'all need to be tired of talking
Didn't
about
want
it.
to hear about Jesus.
Well, see, this one thing about it, man. That's why I say you the street minister. You got the key to the street.
I'm his deacon. Yeah, I'm his deacon.
And I'm the usher.
Yeah.
I'm at the door. I'm gonna let you.
Yeah.
In other words, I got a crew.
Yeah. But see, this is very much needed though, because it's a lot of people that's not going to church. So we can't sit up here and say, how do we get them to church? We need to go where they at and ask them. People be like, how do you get kids up?
Hold up.
You gotta ask them.
Hold up. Some places I just ain't going.
You sound like boy.
No. My Bible tell me to come from among them, which means there comes a time, if I go back out there and get with them,
I might not come back.
some of that old me,
I might not come back.
yeah. So where I am, it's best for me not to put myself in that situation.
Exactly.
So I just not. Some places I just ain't. Some places I ain't going. I beat you somewhere, but some the one way in and one way out. So I done had my days at them. Nope, not going now. Some of these clubs y'all be bouncing to. Nope, I ain't going now.
Some of them I ain't going back to.
So if you ain't going back, you know I ain't going the first time. I done been there and done most. Them days
Yeah,
gone.
I'm 40. They behind me too.
Them days gone.
But hey, y'all. If ain't nobody in the parliament, man, you know what I'm saying, bro. We would like to try to keep this to on a timely schedule. Mm-hmm. But we can't forget, man. Y'all, my sister-in-law, LaQuisha, her mother, Michelle Houston, man, is in need of a little prayer, you know what I'm saying? So before we get out of here, I want to make sure we put a special prayer in for her. You know what I'm saying? Sweet lady, man. She had a stroke.
Okay.
Yeah.
If we don't have any more questions, comments, or concerns inside the chat, speak now or hold your peace until next week. We had another great show. Shout out to Quita. Shout out to our newest. She not new because she been here 24 years. She gonna be here another one.
Another
Miss
3 for
Williams.
sure.
Miss Williams is gonna be newly elected soon, re-elected. And once again, my brother, Pastor
Johnny Jones. East Holly Springs.
I'm gonna call you Hump, man.
Okay.
Yeah, man, because it's a lot of, like I say, it's a lot of old cats that are not elders. They still stuck in a mind frame that's not gonna really make you better or push you toward being better.
Go ahead,
When
keep
we
talking.
first started this show, I said, my mission, my purpose I'm on now is to bring folks closer to God, is to tap them back into their spiritual base. Because that's what got me here now, speaking the way I'm speaking with conviction. And to tell folks about you can get over any addiction that you might be suffering from, man. But it's gonna take you some time on your knees, man. You have to pray. We're gonna do this a little different tonight, because I've been this right here, man. Look, don't run from this right here, man. I got over 300 books, but this is one of the coldest ones right here, man. There's so much wisdom off in this book right here, and what I've been reading really all year. I read them, and then I start back up. I've been reading Psalms, and I found what I would call the perfect prayer, and it's in Psalms 134, verse 8 through 12. Let me get in there and find it.
Why you looking for that?
Go ahead.
Y'all, I want to introduce the newest member of Political Street Talk. Y'all, God blessing us. We up to 5, man. We got Jalen Grant in. Hey, would you come up for a second? So when y'all see him out and about, man, doing interviews, man, hey, tell them your the YouTube and where they can find you at.
Man, shit, man, they can find me at the official JTV, man, on YouTube. You also go follow me on Instagram at the official JTV. I'm on TikTok as well. I do a little filming for my kids. You can find them at Fashion Kids, KIDZ3 on TikTok as well, man. I appreciate the opportunity to come on and join you guys' family, man, for real.
Welcome aboard.
Man, much love, much love. Stay right here. Stay
Now,
right here.
as I was saying, this is a Psalm 143, verse 8 through 12. And as I was just reading, I read a psalm a day. Sometimes I read two. As I was reading this, these last 4 verses just stuck out because it was so powerful. It's something that I feel like I want to embody. I don't want to just read it and memorize it. No, I want to embody this so that it speaks to my spirit, to my soul, every time that I read it or I think about it. So this is how we're going to end tonight. I'm just going to read this, and that's going to be our prayer for the night.
Hold up, bro. Would y'all audience want to come up with us? One thing about it, man, we can't talk this, man, getting people together and being nice. It's cool if you don't. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Well, it's cool. It's cool. We'll do it like
Listen, man, before I say this, though, pick this book up, man.
Yeah.
Read it. You don't have to read the whole thing front to back. Man, you can just open it up and whatever it lands on, that might be what God got for you. Read Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, man. Find some of these books in here, man, and just start. You don't have to be a biblical scholar. If you have it in your heart, you will receive a divine revelation if you read this book and seek that. But you gotta seek. You got what do you say, bro? Ask, seek, and knock, seek, and ask. Okay, now check this out. Again, Psalms 143, verse 8 through 12. Cause me to hear thy loving kindness in the morning, for in thee do I trust. Cause me to know the way wherein I should walk, for I lift up my soul unto thee. Deliver me, O Lord, from mine enemies. I flee unto thee to hide me. Teach me to do thy will, for thou art my God. Thy spirit is good. Lead me in the land of uprightness. Quicken me, O Lord, for thy name's sake. For thy righteousness' sake, bring my soul out of trouble. And of thy mercy, cut off mine enemies and destroy all them that afflict my soul. For I am thy servant. In the name of the Most High God, amen.
Amen.
A special prayer for Miss Houston.
And for Miss Houston, we want to send a special prayer for her to bless her and allow her to be healed. Allow her just to get through whatever pain and affliction that bothers her, that ails her. Remove all sickness, disease, and illness from her body, God. We just ask you in your name, amen.
Amen. Amen.
Hey, y'all, Psalm 143, verse 8 through 12. Read that, man, and just see what I just said, man. It did something to me, man. It's the perfect prayer, I think.
And before we get out of here, man, we're not going to forget, man. It's already early election. Make sure you get out and vote for Miss Jean Williams. You know what I'm saying? If you within District 1 in Henderson, Texas, which is all of our black neighborhoods, please get up and get out, man, and join the movement, man. This right here is something that's very near and dear to my heart with political street talk because I'm deep into politics. I am an elected official. I'm a precinct chairperson myself. I represent the Democratic Party. And a lot of times, y'all, we sit back and think that because we voted that our problems are solved. That's not the answer. We still have to be involved, and we got to get off our behinds and do what is necessary for this stuff to come together. So, but Tuesday from 4 to 7 at the Boys and Girls Club, come out, man. Bring your kids, man. It's going down in a major way. Political street talk, baby.
We out of here.
Political street talk, baby.